Hey there, welcome to my channel. I was recently inspired. My channel, most of my stuff has old stuff on it, but I was recently inspired by a good friend of mine who is revamping her YouTube channel. Her name is Suzanne Harvey. She's awesome. She's a beauty blogger and also a lifestyle blogger, so you got to check her out. But I was like, you know what? If she can do this, so can I. So I jumped out of my comfort zone. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Kelly Bailey. I am a certified personal trainer. Excuse me, a little froggy because it's cold here in Ohio. I'm also a certified holistic nutrition, not a nutritionist, but a nutrition coach. So there's a difference. But what I wanted to kind of talk about today was the difference between gaining muscle and losing body fat. And this is one of those spaces where most people really struggle because as a 40 plus woman, I'm often telling my clients who are also mostly 40 plus that they need to be building muscle so that they're building their metabolism and they're helping hormonally, they're helping their system. They want to maintain that viable muscle, that viable tissue. So I'm trying to encourage them to gain strength, but most of them also want to lose body fat. Here's the thing. Unless you are morbidly obese, you are brand new to strength training, or you are taking exogenous drugs like steroids, you cannot lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time. And here's why. To gain muscle, you do have to be lifting. And everybody, all ladies, all of you, you should be lifting at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week, total body. Or you could be doing a training split. That's a video for another day. But you should be lifting. You have to be lifting to maintain and build muscle. But when it comes to your nutrition, if your goal is to build strength and muscle, you have to be in a slight caloric surplus to do that. So what does that mean? You have to eat somewhere around 200 to 300 calories over what your maintenance level is. And of course, to figure out what your maintenance level is, you would have to track diligently for about a week and average how many calories you're getting per day. And then you'd have to eat 200 to 300 calories over that while you're doing a solid lifting program. That's how you add muscle. If your goal is to lose body fat, you have to be in a slight caloric deficit. So that means whatever your baseline calories is, whatever your body burns on average every day, you have to be around 200 to 300 under that. So obviously those two things, building muscle, where you have to be in a surplus, and losing body fat, they really don't fit together. I do see it in my brand new clients who have never strength trained before. They will gain muscle and shed body fat. But it's not super common, especially when I get somebody who has had some training background. The process is much longer. And in a lot of cases, I am trying to encourage that client to reverse diet or to eat a little bit more to gain strength. And then you cut back a little bit. So here's how that might look. You would spend 6 months in what's called a bulk. Now, don't get this confused with, there's some people who talk about dirty bulks and you eat whatever you want and eat garbage. That's not what I'm talking about. You would eat in that slight caloric surplus, so around 200 to 300 calories over your maintenance. And you would focus you'd need to reach your protein target every day, and you need to be on a solid lifting program. That's how you're going to gain muscle. So that's your bulking phase. You do that for about 6 months. Now, I usually try to time that for the winter months because we get to wear more clothes in the winter. So if you're worried about, your appearance, and you may start to look a little bit more fluffy. So as you're building muscle, you're probably going to gain just a little bit of body fat. and you might look a little more fluffy. But in the winter months, you're also probably wearing sweaters and things like that. So that's when I tend to time my bulk periods. And then as summer rolls back around, I'll do 6 months that's more like a cut phase. So I will eat more at baseline or a little bit under, and I'm still lifting, but I might change my programming just a little bit. And it allows me to shed the body fat while maintaining muscle, but I'm not actively trying to build muscle when I'm in that phase. So I hope that that sort of helps dispel some of that myth. So ladies, I just want to make it really clear that, the goal should be to get strong. I realize that many of you want to lose body fat, and to see your goal through, to do it the right way, you want to build that precious muscle. That's where your metabolic rate is. So think about doing the bulking phase and then doing a cut phase. So it's one or the other. So that would be my suggestion. If you have questions about this, if you are interested in programming, I can help you out. I create written programs all the time. I do online coaching and I do face-to-face coaching. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely day.